At Rich School District, we believe that success motivates.
Good morning and welcome to the Richfield Volleyball pregame show brought to you by the town of Randolph. We are broadcasting live from the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth where the Rich Rebels will take on the Tabiona Tigers as we are at the Sevier Valley Center here in Richfield, Virginia, as we're in the state semifinals. One more match, one more win for the Rebels. That could put them in the state finals. You're listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels Volleyball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
At Rich School District, we believe that success motivates individuals, and every student is capable of learning. We believe an effective classroom facilitates learning. We believe in the development of lifelong learners, and we believe that a quality education makes a difference. Student involvement equals student success. Currently, 93% of Rich High students participate in extracurricular activities. Rich School District, providing a quality, well-rounded education for each student.
You're invited to come in and visit with the team at Cash Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley today. Our customers are our friends. If you haven't ever been in, stop in today. We'd love to get to know you. If you haven't been in for a while, stop in and let's get caught up. And if you were here yesterday, come back again soon. You always have an open invitation to visit the crew at Cash Honda Yamaha, where our customers are our friends, on US 91 between Logan and Smithfield.
When you drive on the best tires that are rotated, balanced, and inflated properly, you can save money two ways. The best tires can reduce wear and tear on your vehicle. That saves you money in the long run. The best tires can also improve your overall miles per gallon. That helps you save every time to fill up at the pump. At Freeway Tire in Evanston, we offer the best tires with the best service for every vehicle. Make sure you're running on the best tires you can. Visit Freeway Tire today, 217 Bear River Drive, Evanston. Randolph, Utah is a town of extremes. At an elevation of 6,300 feet, with temperatures over 90 in the summer and often 40 below in the winter, the folks who call Randolph home have to be a hardy crew. Maybe that is one reason why the simple things in life mean so much to Rich County. Residents value hard work, education, a value for God, family, and country, and being a good neighbor. Mayor Sim Bell and the town board, Melanie Lim, Clay Barker, Brandon Hatch, and Frank Sano, support the Rich Rebels and hope that you can come back often.
Welcome back to the Rich Rebel Volleyball pregame show brought to you by the town of Randolph. The Lady Rebels will take on the Tabiona Tigers, and we are broadcasting live from the Sevier Valley Center in the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. Coming up, we'll look at the scene for today's game brought to you by Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau, Bear Lake, Utah, and Idaho. Plan your next vacation today. Visit bearlake.org.
This presentation on mylocalradio.com is also brought to you in part by Hoover Chiropractic. With over 3 decades of experience, Dr. Todd Hoover can help you with all the chiropractic work you need, plus x-rays, blood work, a weight loss program, and can help you get rid of allergies and migraines. Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic in Evanston.
As one of the region's most visited websites, mylocalradio.com is here to serve you. Catch up on local and regional news and information. Buy, sell, or trade your good used items on the radio classifieds. Check the weather forecast or catch our live coverage of your high school teams in action, all on mylocalradio.com. Like us on Facebook so you never miss a giveaway, and visit mylocalradio.com today to stream it all live.
Nothing makes your kid feel like a superstar more than seeing his or her very own Fathead in the stands. Fathead car decals and yard signs are inexpensive and easy to get at Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. Whether it's for the big game or to cheer on the high school band, our children make us proud in so many ways. Show your pride today. Go Rebels! West Star Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign, 243 7th Street, Evanston.
When you think about Bear Lake, think family, fun, fishing, beaches, boats, green, and great food. Think water, wildlife, trails, and shakes, snow, scenery, and sun. Think summer. Go to bearlake.org and plan your visit today. Visit Scenic Idaho.
You're tuned into the Town of Randolph pregame show where the Lady Rebels volleyball team will take on the Tabiona Tigers here at the Sevier Valley Center. We're broadcasting live from the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. It is time for the Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau scene set for today's game, and it is a big one as we are broadcast. Sorry, there was an announcement over the PA system listening in to make sure that wasn't my car with the lights on. I don't think it is. But we are broadcasting live from Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth where we're getting set for a semifinals matchup between the Tabiona Tigers and the Rich Rebels, as this should be a fun volleyball game. It's two conference opponents meeting up in the state semifinals. We talked about ad nauseum all year how our conference had three of the top four teams in 1A, as here we are, two of our conference teams, Rich and Tabiona, playing against each other for a spot in the state finals. You're listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels Volleyball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. This has been the Town of Randolph pregame show, and the scene set for today's game brought to you by the Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau. Plan your next vacation at Bear Lake, Utah, and Idaho. Visit bearlake.org today. We're about 10 to 15 minutes away from the Pam Corney at Town and Country opening serve. For now, you're listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels Volleyball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. When we come back, we'll have the Stacy's Repair Coaches Show with head coach Wendy Lamborn.
At the Evanston Walmart, you'll find all the tools students need to succeed. Our team is committed to providing quality products and an excellent shopping experience. Stop in today, 125 North 2nd Street, Evanston. Walmart. Save money, live better.
Signage is a critical part of your business. It helps customers find your front door. Rocky Mountain Sign will provide you with expertly designed signs, LEDs, channel letters, as well as skillfully cut signage using wood, metal, plastic, and other mediums to help your customers find you with high-quality signage. Using the best technology, designs, and installation by Rocky Mountain Sign. Your signage says a lot about your business. Work with the professionals at Rocky Mountain Sign, 243 7th Street in Evanston, Wyoming.
Whatever brings you to Evanston, whether it's high school sports, a teaching conference, music festivals, speech and debate, or your job, always book your hotel reservations at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. With 165 ground-level rooms on 10 beautiful acres, the Best Western offers everything you need, including clean, comfortable rooms, a business office, workout room, and a full-service restaurant, plus a complimentary breakfast with every stay. Whenever you're in Evanston, make your hotel reservations with your friends at the Best Western Dunmar Inn.
Time flies, especially when you're having fun. This is Jeremy Rex, manager at T-Bar S in Evanston. It's hard to believe that we've been here almost a year with our new management team and staff. Did you know that you can have your vehicle detailed, your windshield replaced, chip repair done, or get your trailer refinished or rewired at T-Bar S? Of course, we are a full-service collision repair shop, too. You can even change your oil and your brakes. Visit T-Bar S today. Let T-Bar fix your car. 515 County Road, Evanston.
Hello, this is Dr. McKay Frankham. As a dentist in Evanston for over 20 years now, my mission has always been to provide quality dental care for people of all ages at reasonable prices. I'm a detail-oriented person, and it's important to me to stay current on new dental procedures and protocols that can help my patients have the best experience and have the best results. Over the years, I've also worked to keep my overhead low so that I can pass those savings on to my patients. I believe everyone deserves quality dental care. Please call us today at 307-789-8910.
Randolph, Utah is a town of extremes. At an elevation of 6,300 feet, with temperatures over 90 in the summer and often 40 below in the winter, the folks who call Randolph home have to be a hardy crew. Maybe that is one reason why the simple things in life mean so much to Rich County. Residents value hard work, education, a value for God, family, and country, and being a good neighbor. Mayor Sim Bell and the town board, Melanie Lim, Clay Barker, Brandon Hatch, and Frank Sano, support the Rich Rebels and hope that you can come back often.
Oh, welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. Today we are at the Sevier Valley Center in Richfield, Utah, where the Rebels will take on the Tabiona Tigers in the state semifinals. We're about to go to the Stacy's Repair Coaches Show. When we come back from this commercial break, we'll have an interview with head coach of the Rebels, Wendy Lamborn, talking about preparation for the state tournament.
If you've never heard a mechanic say they truly care, then you've been at the wrong place. Stacy's Repair in Woodruff is a family-owned and operated business open since 1992. Offering all types of maintenance and repair services, you can be sure your vehicle is operating at its best. Whether your vehicle is older or the newest model, gas or diesel, we fix and maintain them all. Also offering chip repair, windshield replacement, and tires. When your vehicle needs a mechanic, bring it to the ones who truly care. Stacy's Repair in Woodruff.
I'm here with head coach of the Rebels volleyball team, Wendy Lamborn. Coach Lamborn, you guys are preparing for state this week. What have the practices been like the last week and then heading into this week?
To be real honest, we didn't have a very good week of practice last week, so I'm hoping for a good week this week. Waiting for the RPIs and all that to come in. That's a long 2-week period. It's really hard to keep focused with nothing happening, so don't know if I'm a huge fan of that, but it's a long 2 weeks preparing for a state tournament.
How do you get the girls to stay focused with such a long layoff?
It's rather difficult. Like I say, I mean, you look forward to your weekend when you get to go compete, and to be able to not have anything to compete at, and it's hard to keep them focused. So we got to hope for a good week this week.
So what's the key to having a good week this week?
You know, we got to go back to our fundamentals, do the same thing, just make our little tiny things that we do good just that much better, and don't overlook any teams. You know, don't look to the very end. You got to take one game at a time and be alert the whole time and just enjoy their journey. Their whole theme this year was process, and they've got to enjoy every bit of the process.
So what's kind of the key when you get into a tournament like this? What's the key to winning it all?
You know, this is it. This is what you've played for. This is what you've done. The hard 2 weeks when you start practice and they think they're going to die, and the workouts and the 5Ks and the running and the exercising and the hard games against Lyman and all those things that you've put so much effort into, this is your payoff period. And hopefully that means something to them, that they'll work hard enough that means something to them.
I was actually going to ask you about Lyman and then, of course, North Summit right at the end of the season. You guys had a tough end of your schedule. How much do you think that's going to impact your play going forward?
You know, the rallies that we had against Lyman were unreal. They were some of the best volleyball I've seen all year long, and the rallies were long and hard and fun, super fun. And I would a lot rather play that tough of a team and lose than just play easy on the way out. So we did have 2 tough matches. Didn't play as good against North Summit, but played a great game against Lyman. I hope that they'll take that effort and put it towards a state tournament.
You guys are going to start the tournament off with Bryce Valley as they defeated ICS on the road on Saturday. What do you know about Bryce Valley?
You know, they're coming in a 17th, but like I say, I've been a player. I've also been a coach and assistant coach to that first round game. You have to be focused. Anything can happen. You know, it's sports. Anything can happen. If you get too lax, things can get taken away from you that you weren't planning. And so that's why I hope that we just do the process, do what they've set as their goal, and one game at a time, and stay focused on each game individually and do their very best. We want to thank Stacy's Repair for sponsoring our coaches show today. When you need a repair, take it to the ones who truly care at Stacy's Repair. You're listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels Volleyball on 98.3 FM and online on mylocalradio.com. When we come back, we'll have our Standout Student of the Week interview with Casey Wilson on our Ellingford Brothers Standout Student of the Week.
quality is the one thing that you can always count on when you do business with Ellingford Brothers in Evanston. Whether you're looking for strong, high-quality cement for construction, sand and gravel for road base, a cement trough or critter ladder for your livestock, or steel fabrication, including custom towing packages, bumpers, and other vehicle accessories, you always get high-quality products and friendly, knowledgeable service at Ellingford's. Stop in today, 199 County Road, Evanston.
Actually only have about 45 seconds left before the start of the game, so we're going to skip the interview with Casey Wilson. We're going to go to a commercial break real quick. We'll be right back with your Western Ag Credit starting lineups.
Pam Cornea with Town & Country Realty in beautiful Bear Lake enthusiastically supports the Rich High Rebels.
After all, I raised 4 of them, from football, basketball, wrestling to volleyball. I supported them all. I bleed blue.
The Caribbean of the Rockies, Bear Lake, offers a variety of activities in every season. Pam would love to assist you in finding your own Bear Lake retreat. Call her today, 435-779-0012.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth within the Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels Volleyball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. It is time for the Western Ag Credit starting lineups. Unfortunately, we don't have access to the floor, so it's hard for me to get the Tabiona starting lineup. But for Rich, I have a good idea. It's been almost the same starting lineup every single game. As we'll see as they hit the floor, we'll make changes if need to. It'll be the 5'9" junior Nia Jolly, number 8, the 6' senior Darlene Peterson, 5'4" junior Casey Wilson, 5'8" senior Ellie Argyle, a 5'8" junior Violet Taylor, and then rounding out the starting lineup, a 5'9" junior wearing 41. That is Hannah Scott. As indeed, those are the players that are standing on the corner of the floor for the Rebels as they're flexing for. Mrs. Wallentyne is taking photos, and the starters were flexing for the photos. If you can't tell, these girls are not nervous. They are excited to be here. And for Tabiona, it looks like it'll be, as we await for the rest of the team to vacate the floor, number 10, Taylor Thomas. Number 21, Lainey Bagley. Waiting on some players to stand up so we can round out the starting lineups and head to our live cam for the semifinals of the 1A state tournament. 1 win away. Both these teams will play 2 games today. Winner will go on to the state finals. Loser will play in the 3rd and 4th place game. As to round out the starting lineup for the Tigers, Cicely Fabrizio. Number 12, Adiana Allred. Looks like number 11, Macy Rhodes, and number 1, Mercedes Rhodes. That'll be the starting lineup for Tabiona Tigers as we go to our live cam. And it looks like we're ready for volleyball. The Rebels will serve first as it's Violet Taylor to lead off the match, and she'll get us underway here in the state semifinals. So we get one final instruction as number 3, Cheyenne Jensen hits the floor for the Tabiona Tigers. Whistle blows. Ref has their hand in the air. They are doing one last final check. As they're over at the scorer's table. Once again, this is something we kind of saw when we were in Richfield last time, where there was a little dispute at the scorer's table. It cost the Rebels a point. Didn't cost them anything in the long run. They won the set. But that is what will happen if the table's not correct. And we are ready to go as Violet Taylor gets us underway in the 1A state semifinals as the Tigers go to the middle of the floor with Thomas. Thomas finds the hardwood as she hits the ball from the middle of the floor, finds the hardwood on the right wing side. 1-0 Tigers early on as they will serve with Mercedes Rhodes. Rhodes' serve is dug out by Violet Taylor on a Town of Woodruff dig. It's bumped over by Darlene Peterson. Tigers look to set up the attack. They do. They go to the far side for number 11, Macy Rhodes, and that's going to fall as well. 2-0 early for the Tabiona Tigers as they get kills from Rhodes and Thomas served over the net. Town of Woodruff Jig for Violet Taylor. Nia Jolly will attack from the middle of the floor. She punches it over, dug out by Macy Rhodes. They're going to go back to her on the left wing. She just pops it over. Ellie Argyle with the dig. They go back to Peterson on the left wing. Peterson's attack dug out with a diving effort from Allred. Tigers going to push it over. That's out of bounds. Rebels score the first point. 2-1 on the Station on Main scoreboard here in set one. Once again, you're listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rebels Volleyball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. Hannah Scott serves, dug out by the Tigers. They go middle of the floor attack, blocked by Ellie Argyle. Epic Recreation block as Jolly plays it over, and that cannot be returned as Nia Jolly with the quick attack catches the Tigers defense off guard. Rebels come back and tie it as Ellie Argyle picks up an Epic Recreation block, her first of the ball game. Hannah Scott serves. That is just out of bounds as that ball barely misses the line. 3-2 Tigers on the Station on Main scoreboard. That ball was no further than 6 inches off the line on Scott's serve. As Macy Rhodes will serve out of bounds. Dueling service errors has the game tied at 3. Checking into the ball game for the Rebels, number 21, Janie Walentine. She replaces Hannah Scott. Nia Jolly approaches the service line. Jolly serves on the right wing side. That's going to be off the arms of Fabrizio. They're barely able to play it over. Rebels set up the attack. Peterson on the left wing. Peterson finds the hard one on the back corner. Darlene Peterson opens up her kill account for the day. 4-3 Rebels on the Station on Main scoreboard. Darlene Peterson gets her first Bear Lake Realty kill of the ball game. Nia Jolly steps back to the service line. Jolly serve finds the arms of Fabrizio in the back row in the middle. Left wing attack goes into the net. It'll be hit for a fourth time. As there'll be 4 hits against the Tabiona Tigers. It was Rhodes, Macy Rhodes that is, that tried a left wing attack that hit the net. Rebels go up 5-3 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Nia Jolly will serve. This time into the net from Jolly. Makes the score 5-4 on the Station on Main scoreboard as Taylor Thomas will approach the service line. Checking into the ball game for the Rebels, number 7, Ava Ellsworth. She'll replace Jolly. As Tabiona serve off the arms of Ellsworth, Janie Walentine's going to play it back to the middle where Argyle safely bumps it over. Here comes the Tigers attack. They go to 12. That's Allred in the left wing. And that will hit the front line of the Rebels, fall to the floor. Point picked up by the Tigers. 5-5 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Allred will serve again, Thomas will serve again. This serve is dug out by Peterson. They're going to go to Argyle, middle of the floor attack. She pushes it over. Precision attack there from Argyle. Finds the hardwood as she pushed it over the middle on the left wing side. 6-5 Rebels on the Station on Main scoreboard with Darlene Peterson approaching the service line. We're going to get a pause in the action as a ball from a warm-up line nearly catches Darlene as she went up for a jump serve. We're going to reset and Darlene will serve. 6-5 Rebels. Her serve dug out in the back row by Thomas. Fabrizio will play it over on the left wing. Good dig there from Ava Ellsworth as Violet Taylor will attack on the left wing. Tigers sniff it out. They go to Fabrizio, middle of the floor. Diving up from Ellsworth, keeps it alive. Ball goes over the net. Tigers have it again. Left wing attack. They try to find Ellsworth again. She digs it out. They go to Argyle, middle of the floor attack. Tries the same thing. That's going to be just out of bounds. As there wasn't much room on that sideline, but Ellie Argyle tried to find it. A couple inches shorter, that ball is in. Ellie Argyle just missed that right wing sideline by a couple inches. As the Tigers serve, it is 6-6 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Ellsworth, good job keeping that ball in the air as Wilson plays it over. Tigers set up the attack. They go to Allred. Allred's attack finds the hardwood from the left wing as she attacked middle of the floor. Or she attacked from the left wing to the middle of the floor. 7-6 Tigers on the Station on Main scoreboard. As Jensen will serve. That ball hit the side of her hand, it looked like, as it goes outside of the antenna to the ground. Checking into the ball game for the Rebels, number 41, Hannah Scott. She'll replace Janie Walentine. Ellie Argyle to serve for the Rebels. Her serve finds the arms of Mercedes Rhodes. Rhodes will attack from the left wing, has to push it over. A ball goes over the net, and it's pushed down to the floor by the Tigers. 8-7 on the Station on Main scoreboard. It's been a back-and-forth contest to start this matchup. Once again, a chance to play in the state finals on the line as Allred will serve. Dug out by Ellsworth. Wilson's going to have to play it over as the Rebels were a little discombobulated there. Blocked at the front of the net by Hannah Scott. Tigers still on the attack. Fabrizio with the reverse set over. Hannah Scott gets a town of Woodruff dig. Violet Taylor will attack on the left wing, and that is going to fall to the hardwood. Diving effort from Taylor Thomas, unable to keep the ball alive. We're tied at 8-8 as Violet Taylor picks up her first Bear Lake Realty kill of the ball game. Casey Wilson will serve for the Rebels. Her serve finds the arms of Allred in the back row. Fabrizio is going to have a shot blocked, except it falls on the Rebels side. We're on the ends of the court here, so sometimes it's hard to tell what side the ball falls on. That time it falls on the Rebels side. Tigers will get the point. Fabrizio will step to the line. Her serve into the net. Rebels pick up the point on the service error. 9-9 on the Station on Main scoreboard here in set one. The biggest lead of the contest so far has only been 2 points in each set, or in this set, as Violet Taylor's serve goes over the net. Tigers go to the left wing, and that hits the antenna. It'll be out of bounds on the Tigers. That ball kind of looked funny as Casey Wilson tried to save it. It bounced off the antenna. She was able to get her arms to it, but the play stopped. Rebels pick up the point. Taylor serves. They go left wing to Macy Rhodes, dug out by Argyle. Peterson will attack on the left wing. That's going to go out of bounds across the right sideline. She tried to attack from the left wing to the right side. Just misses the floor by about 2 feet. We're tied at 10 here on the Station on Main scoreboard here in the first set, as that serve is dug out by the Rebels. They go to Peterson on the left wing. This time she tries down the near sideline on the left wing. That's out of bounds as well. 11-10 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Back and forth contest as the Tigers will serve with Mercedes Rhodes. Dug out by Peterson. They go to Hannah Scott on the right wing. She tips it over. That finds the arms of Thomas. Tigers look to attack, and they're going to call into the net against the Tigers. Rebels pick up the point on the error, on the violation. 11-11 on the Station on Main scoreboard as Hannah Scott approaches the service line. Allred digs it out for the Tigers. They go to the right wing for Macy Rhodes, dug out by Hannah Scott. Peterson will attack from the left wing, pushes it far side. That's off the arms of Macy Rhodes. Good hustle for Fabrizio to keep it alive. Tigers are able to play it over. Rebels set up the attack. Argyle, middle of the floor attack, tipped at the net, finds the arms of Fabrizio. Tigers will attack now as Thomas. Her attack goes long, out of bounds as Thomas attacked from the middle of the floor. Just unable to keep it in bounds. That ball actually hits the bleachers on the fly. Did not get on top of the ball enough as Hannah Scott will serve. That's off the arms of Allred. Tigers will attack. That ball looked like it was going out of bounds, and it's played into the net. Rebels will catch a break there because I think Allred was standing out of bounds when she played that serve. Doesn't matter now as Rebels will take it. They lead 13-11 on the Station on Main scoreboard as Macy Rhodes will attack on the right wing. Blocked by Darlene Peterson, her first Epic Recreation block of the ball game. Now Darlene Peterson gets the town of Woodruff dig. They go back to her as her attack is blocked at the front of the net. Falls on the side of the Tigers as Darlene Peterson picks up a block, dig, and a kill all in a span of one rally. As that's her second Bear Lake Realty kill, her first Epic Recreation block. Serve over the net. Bagley will attack on the left wing for the Tigers. No good. As here comes Ellie Argyle. She finds the hardwood. Her attack hits the top of the net and just dies in between all 6 defenders of the Tabiona Tigers. That will give the Rebels a 15-10-11 lead. Argyle with their first Bear Lake Realty kill. You're listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel Volleyball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. The Tigers call a timeout. We're going to take a timeout. We'll be right back after this.
You're invited to come in and visit with the team at Cash Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley today. Our customers are our friends. If you haven't ever been in, stop in today. We'd love to get to know you. If you haven't been in for a while, stop in and let's get caught up. And if you were here yesterday, come back again soon. You always have an open invitation to visit the crew at Cash Honda Yamaha, where our customers are our friends, on US 91 between Logan and Smithfield.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Stars broadcast booth. We're going to have a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels Volleyball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. Hannah Scott has the ball in her hands, waits the whistle as we are back underway as the Rebels lead 15-11 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Rhodes with a dig. Here comes the attack from Bagley. Blocked by Ellie Argyle, an Epic Recreation block. Tigers attack again. This time it's dug out by Wilson. Argyle's going to safely play it over. As here comes the Tigers on the attack. It's Macy Rhodes as she just pushes it over. Rebels will attack. Darlene Peterson on the left wing side. That's going to hit the arms of the front line. Falls to the floor. Rebels will pick up the point. Darlene Peterson, her third Bear Lake Realty kill. 16-11 on the Station on Main scoreboard as Hannah Scott steps back to the line. That serve is dug out by Allred. Tough play there from Macy Rhodes to keep it alive, but she does. The Rebels are going to go to Peterson. That hits the antenna as Peterson tried to go down the near sideline. That's going to end a 5-0 run for the Rebels as they now lead 16-12 on the Station on Main scoreboard as Macy Rhodes approaches the line. Peterson gets down to dig that out. They're going to go back to her on the attack, and she finds the hardwood. Darlene Peterson with an innocent-looking attack from the 10-foot line finds the middle of the floor in between all 6 defenders on the opposite 10-foot line. So if you're doing the math there, that was a 20-foot attack for Peterson. Ends in a point. Jolly will serve for the Rebels. Nia Jolly attacks on the right wing. Lets it go. That's going to be just long out of bounds as the ball lands on the right wing side just beyond the end line. Checking into the ball game for Jolly is number 7, Ava Ellsworth. Janie Walentine checked in for Hannah Scott the last play as Taylor Thomas serves for the Tigers, and that's going to be an ace for Thomas as the Rebels now lead 17-14 on the Station on Main scoreboard. As Thomas will serve again. Ball over the net, dug out by Violet Taylor. Casey Wilson bumps it to Argyle. Middle of the floor attack. She pushes it to the right wing side where Allred digs it out. They're going to go to Allred on the left wing. And Allred will pick up a kill. 17-15 on the Station on Main scoreboard. As the Rebels now lead by 2. Tabiona Tigers are fighting back. Once again, spot in the state finals on the line here in this game as Thomas, her serve dug out by Taylor. Argyle's going to have to bump it over where the Tigers will set up their attack. They go to the left wing as it's Macy Rhodes off the arms and out of bounds as the Rebels now lead by 1 as the Tigers answer a 5-0 run by the Rebels with a 4-0 run of their own. That's going to be enough for Coach Wendy Lamborn as we're going to take a quick break. You listen to Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels Volleyball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. The Rebels call a T7 propane timeout. We'll take one too.
You're invited to come in and visit with the team at Cash Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley today. Our customers are our friends. If you haven't ever been in, stop in today. We'd love to get to know you. If you haven't been in for a while, stop in and let's get caught up. And if you were here yesterday, come back again soon. You always have an open invitation to visit the crew at Cash Honda Yamaha, where our customers are our friends, on US 91 between Logan and Smithfield.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. We have the Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels Volleyball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. Thomas' serve is dug out by Ellsworth. Casey Wilson will have to bump it over. Macy Rhodes with the dig for the Tigers as it's an attack from number 9. That's Clegg. Clegg hits the hardwood on the left wing side. 17-17 on the Station on Main scoreboard. The Tigers have stormed all the way back. Checking into the ball game for the Rebels, number 4, Nia Jolly. As we are now tied 17-17, Taylor Thomas. Rebels need to stop the bleeding here as Thomas' serve finds Jolly. Rebels are able to play it over Casey Wilson where the Tigers are going to set up an attack. They're going to go middle of the floor to Fabrizio. Fabrizio finds the arms of Walentine as the Rebels will have to play it over again. A lot of defensive play here from the Rebels. As Allred will attack from the left wing. That's going to go into the net. Rebels will take that as they needed to stop the bleeding. They pick up a point there as Darlene Peterson will serve for the Rebels. Peterson approaches the line, lets it go. Dug out there by Macy Rhodes. Fabrizio is going to have to play it over with a bump from the 10-foot line. Rebels look to set up the attack. They do. Violet Taylor, left wing, tries to find the left wing side. Just misses it as we are now tied 18-18 on the Station on Main scoreboard. As it'll be Cheyenne Jensen to serve for the Tigers. Jensen's serve finds the arms of Darlene Peterson. Rebels will attack Argyle from the right wing. Nice effort there from Jensen to keep it alive. As Allred, her attack from the left wing, finds Darlene Peterson, the town of Woodruff dig. As Violet Taylor runs, bumps it over. Tough play, battle at the net, won by Ellie Argyle. Argyle reaches the summit, buries that one down on the Tigers side of the floor. 19-18, Rebels with the lead on the Station on Main scoreboard. As Argyle picks up her second Bear Lake Realty kill of the ball game. Tigers will attack with Fabrizio in the middle of the floor. Peterson digs it out. They go to Taylor on the left wing. She attacks middle of the floor, off the arms, out of bounds. Rebels will pick up the point as Violet Taylor picks up her second Bear Lake Realty kill, 20-18 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Ellie Argyle serves it over the net where Fabrizio plays it for the Tigers. They go to Allred. Allred's right wing attack finds the arms of Nia Jolly. Rebels just have to bump it over as Ellie Argyle plays it to the back left wing from the back row. Tigers set up the attack and they find the hardwood. What a shot there from Allred on the move. Finds the back right corner from the left wing. 20-19 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Allred picks up the kill and now she'll serve for the Tigers. Allred's serve goes over the net, dug out by Darlene Peterson. Rebels a little discombobulated on that play, will have to bump it over. Tigers set up the attack. Fabrizio, middle of the floor attack, finds the arms of Ellie Argyle. Nia Jolly's going to chase this one down, plays it back to the middle where Darlene Peterson can play it over the net. Tigers on the attack again. It's Macy Rhodes. That will go into the net. That'll bounce back off the net into her arms. That'll be 4 hits against the Tigers. Rebels pick up the point. 21-19 on the Station on Main scoreboard as Casey Wilson serves for the Rebels. Finds the arms of Macy Rhodes into the bench. Casey Wilson with a Crawford Trough ace as that pushes the Rebels lead to 3, 22-19. And we are going to get a timeout called by the Tabiona Tigers. You listen to Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels Volleyball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. The Sevier Valley Center is rocking, so I'm going to give you guys a chance to hear some of the noise that's going on inside the building. As once again, there are 4 games going on right now as the Rebels hit the floor. The Tabiona Tigers do. We're going to return to play here in the first set. Rebels with a 3-point lead. Casey Wilson steps to the line, and that serve is going to hit the side of her hand and go out of bounds. A couple of service errors early on the Rebels. They're going to look to clean that up as the day goes along. That'll bring Fabrizio to the service line. Her serve dug out by Violet Taylor. They go back to Taylor on the left wing. She pushes it over. That finds the arms of Allred as Macy Rhodes attacks, and she's going to cut the lead to 1 as she attacks from the left wing over the front row in front of the back row on the left wing side. Fabrizio will serve for the Tigers. She approaches the line, lets it go. Peterson in the town of Woodruff dig. They go to Hannah Scott. Her middle of the floor attack goes into the net. And we are tied at 22 here in the first set. As Fabrizio will step to the line. Head coach Wendy Lamborn has seen enough. And she calls a T7 Propane timeout. You listen to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel Volleyball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
You're invited to come in and visit with the team at Cash Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley today. Our customers are our friends. If you haven't ever been in, stop in today. We'd love to get to know you. If you haven't been in for a while, stop in and let's get caught up. And if you were here yesterday, come back again soon. You always have an open invitation to visit the crew at Cache Honda Yamaha, where our customers are our friends, on US 91 between Logan and Smithfield.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plain Stars broadcast booth. We're in the middle of the Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rebels Volleyball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. Tied 22-22 on the Station on Main scoreboard as Fabrizio will serve for the Tigers. Ball over the net, played by Violet Taylor. They set up Taylor on the left wing. Her attack finds the arms of Allred. Tigers will attack now. They go to Macy Rhodes. Macy Rhodes off the front line, out of bounds, and the Tigers lead 23-22 here in the first set. Tigers are also on a 3-0 run right now as the Rebels will need to quell the momentum as they need the next 3 points. Fabrizio, serve over the net. Diving up from Peterson, off the arms. Fabrizio picks up an ace. 24-22 on the Station on Main scoreboard. As the Tigers lead by 2 in the first set. Set point in the arms of Fabrizio. Rebels. They go to Jolly. She pushes it over, off Jolly's arms, out of bounds. And the Tigers take set 1, 25-22. That is the first set of 1A volleyball that the Rebels have lost all year. As the Tigers win 25-22, you're listening to the Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels Volleyball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. We'll be right back with the second set after this.
Amazing people work at the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital in Montpelier. From the receptionists to the doctors, the x-ray techs to the food service staff, from the phlebotomist to housekeeping and everyone in between. The care you receive can't be matched anywhere else. We really care about your health. We care about you. We work hard to have top quality equipment and facilities and provide a wide range of services so we can serve every patient. When selecting your healthcare providers, choose Bear Lake Memorial Hospital. You'll feel the difference.
At Rich School District, we believe that success motivates individuals, and every student is capable of learning. We believe an effective classroom facilitates learning. We believe in the development of lifelong learners, and we believe that a quality education makes a difference. Student involvement equals student success. Currently, 93% of Rich High students participate in extracurricular activities. Rich School District, providing a quality, well-rounded education for each student.
Welcome back to Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. We have a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels Volleyball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. Tabiona Tigers lead 1-0 here on the Station on Main scoreboard. As both teams approach the floor, the Rebels need to get momentum back on their side as they lost the first set. Once again, that's the first set of 1A volleyball that they have lost all year, so we'll see how the Rebels bounce back. As we are broadcasting from the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth, we are in the LSR refrigerated second set. We're getting ready for the Pam Cornea at Town and Country serve. We open the serve up as the Rebels on the attack after the dig. Ellie Argyle gets the first kill of the second set, brought to you by Bear Lake Realty. That is Argyle's third kill of the contest. As the Rebels lead set 2, 1-0, as Peterson will serve. Dug out by the Tigers. They're going to have to play it over. She finds Wallenstein. Rebels go to Violet Taylor on the left wing. She finds the arms of Aldred as she attack cross court. Here comes the Tigers attack off the arms of Wallenstein. Casey Wilson's able to chase it down, sets up Argyle, and I think Argyle gets the kill. No, it's actually Violet Taylor who jumps over Argyle. They're going to call 2 hits because I think both Argyle and Taylor got a piece of that, so that would be 4 hits. We're tied at 1. As the Tigers will serve with Macy Rhodes. That goes into the net. Rebels pick up the point, 2-1 on the Station on Main scoreboard in the LSR refrigerated second set. Checking the ball game, number 41, Hannah Scott. Argyle will serve from the middle of the floor down the left wing. She finds Allred. Allred's going to play it from the left wing 10-foot line to Argyle. Rebels set up the attack with Taylor. Her attack tipped at the net. Allred's going to have to play it from the 10-foot line. That goes into the net. Rebels with a quick 3-1 lead here in the LSR refrigerated second set. As Argyle will serve again. Argyle serve finds the arms of Allred in the back row on the left wing. They're going to go back to Allred. She has to push it over. Rebels look to set up the attack. They do. And we're going to get a lift call. Rather, we're going to get into the net called against the Tigers. It was a weird time to get into the net as the Rebels hadn't set up the attack yet. Argyle served too long, out of bounds, as the Rebels now lead 4-2 on the Station on Main scoreboard. as Thomas, she'll serve. Finds the arms of Taylor in the back, Taylor in the back row as Hannah Scott will push it over. Tries to find the back right wing. Read nicely by Macy Rhodes. Tigers set up the attack. Fabrizio will have to bump it over. Now the Rebels are on the attack. They go to Taylor, left wing. She unloads. That finds the hardwood in the middle of the floor. Violet Taylor picks up her third Bear Lake Realty kill of the ball game. Rebels now lead 5-2 on the Station on Main scoreboard. As Casey Wilson will serve. Tries to go cross court, finds the arms of Thomas. They set up Fabrizio, blocked at the front of the net by Nia Jolly, off the Tigers, over the sideline net, out of bounds. Rebels with a point. Nia Jolly with an epic recreation block. Leading directly to a point. Good defense there from Jolly, gives the Rebels a 6-2 lead. They call a double hit on the Tigers as it looked like they went left-right. 7-2 on the Station on Main scoreboard. The Rebels have woken up here in the second set. T7 propane timeout called by head coach Kaylee DeFay of the Tabiona Tigers. Listen to Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels Volleyball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
A healthy smile improves life in many ways. Fresher breath, increased confidence, and better overall health. Dr. Sean Grohl and his team at Comprehensive Family Dental have been supporting Rich Rebels for over 25 years. Call today and schedule your next appointment. Go Rebels!
Supporting the Rich Rebels in everything they do. J-Bar Auto and J-Bar Excavation in Randolph provide services to Rich Rebel fans every day. Auto repair, tires, sand, and gravel. J-Bar Auto and J-Bar Excavation on Main Street in Randolph. Stop.
Casey Wilson serves it over the net. Ball is played towards the bench area. Good hustle there from Bagley to keep it alive. Rebels will attack now. Violet Taylor, left wing attack, off the arms, punched in the air by Mercedes Rhodes. That's a great defensive play there from the Tigers. Hannah Scott attacks for the Rebels on the left wing and finds the back left corner. What a shot from Hannah Scott. 8-2 Rebels with the lead on the Station on Main scoreboard here in the LSR Refrigerated second set. We listen to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels Volleyball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. Casey Wilson with the serve. Rebels 8-2 on the Station on Main scoreboard as Fabrizio's going to have to play it over. Rebels look to set up the attack. It's Taylor, left wing, tries it, blocked at the front of the net by Bagley. It falls. 8-3 as the Tigers end the Rebels 5-0 run. And they will send Cheyenne Jensen straight off the bench to the service stripe. She replaces Bagley. Jensen serves from the right wing side, finds the arms of Peterson. Casey Wilson with good hustle to keep it alive. Peterson's going to bump it over where the Tigers look to set up the attack. They go to Fabrizio, middle of the floor, blocked by Violet Taylor. They'll call into the net, though, against the Rebels. 8-4 on the Station on Main scoreboard. As it is Jensen to serve again for the Tigers. That serve's going to go. That ball looked out of bounds, but they call it in. As I think there was a couple of serves the Rebels had that were a little closer to inbounds that weren't called, but the judge official calls it in. Rebels will receive this serve as Hannah Scott attacks from the middle of the floor, and she finds a diving Macy Rhodes to keep that alive as All Reds attack. Finds Argyle in the back row. Violet Taylor from the left wing. That is going to be out of bounds, off the arms of the Tigers. I think the Rebels get a point back on that one because that didn't look like it hit the Tigers. It looked like it was out of bounds. But as it stands, Violet Taylor will serve for the Rebels. As Mercedes Rhodes attacks from the left wing, dug out by Argyle in the back row, middle of the floor. They go to Peterson on the left wing, and Darlene Peterson unloads on the ball. Left wing attack to the right wing hardwood. Rebels now lead 9-6 on the Station on Main scoreboard. They actually call in a violation against the Rebels. That's why they leave 9-6 on the Station on Main scoreboard. As that play is punched over by Hannah Scott. Tigers set up the attack. Fabrizio from the middle of the floor. Good effort there from Peterson. Wilson tries to keep it alive, goes over the net. 9-7. Tigers with the lead. I didn't see what they called. I didn't really see a violation either. But as it stands, 9-7 on the Station on Main scoreboard here in the LSR Refrigerated second set. As Allred, her attack, finds Violet Taylor. They go to Peterson on the left wing. Peterson unloads. That ball hits the arms of a Tigers back row defender straight up in the air. Tigers are able to play it over. Peterson will attack from the left wing again. Off the front line. Good retreat there from Allred to keep the play alive. They play it over. Rebels will set up an attack with Hannah Scott. Hannah Scott pushes it over. Diving effort from Allred is going to go over the sideline net, out of bounds. 10-7. Rebels end the 3-0 run for the Tigers, as Hannah Scott will serve. Scott serve over the net, dug out by Rhodes. A tip attempt at the net, played over by Ellie Argyle. Good defense there. Try a dump a set with Mercedes Rhodes. No good. Peterson will attack. That is off the arms of number 12, Allred. Rebels are going to attack again. Argyle from the middle of the floor. Nicely dug out there by Thomas. Rally continues as the Rebels have the ball. Peterson will attack from the left wing. Oh, too long, out of bounds. 10-8 on the Station on Main scoreboard. It'll be Fabrizio to serve. Fabrizio approaches the line. Her serve dug out by Violet Taylor. Wilson sets up Peterson. Peterson with the left hand. They call a lift on the Rebels. Point will go to the Tigers. Fabrizio will serve. Fabrizio approaches the service line. Lets the serve go. Dug out by Violet Taylor. Casey Wilson plays it Darlene Peterson. Darlene Peterson makes no mistake with it from the left wing as she found an open spot in the middle of the floor and buried that spike for her 5th Bear Lake Realty kill of the ball game. Rebels by 2 on the Station on Main scoreboard, 11-9. As Nia Jolly approaches, she'll serve from the right wing. That's off the arms of Allred. They go to Rhodes. They're actually going to call a lift against the Tigers. 12-9, as I think that ball would have been tough to return anyways, as it was outside of the antenna. They would have had to go around the antenna to serve it back, but they call a lift. Nia Jolly will serve again for the Rebels. This time from the right wing, she tries the left wing corner, finds Fabrizio instead, as Rhodes plays it over. Jolly with the Town of Woodruff dig. Peterson on the attack, off the arms of the front row, played over, and that's going to be out of bounds as it was laid up on a tee for Macy Rhodes. She just couldn't quite get on top of that ball after the dig there from Jolly. Jolly will serve again for the Rebels. Jolly, her serve off the arms of Fabrizio, and the Tigers are going to be unable to play it back over as they got a couple hits on it, as Nia Jolly will serve again. 14-9 on the Station on Main scoreboard here in the LSR Refrigerated second set. Nia Jolly approaches the service line. Lets it go. That is off the arms of Macy Rhodes. They go back to her on the left wing. Nicely dug out there by Jolly. Peterson will attack with the left wing, pushes over the top where Jensen's there to find it. Fabrizio is going to have to attack from the back line. Gets it over as Peterson will attack for the Rebels on the left wing side. Deflected at the net. Good concentration by the Tigers, but they are unable to keep the ball in play as a good effort there from Mercedes Rhodes with a diving effort. Ball goes over the net, out of bounds on the left wing sideline. Good effort from Rhodes, but just couldn't quite keep it in bounds. You love to see that hustle out of both teams. As you can tell how much this game means to both of these squads as Nia Jolly's serve goes into the net. Once again, a spot in the state finals on the line here as the Tigers lead 1-0 on the Station on Main scoreboard, but the Rebels lead 15-10 here in the LSR Refrigerated second set. As Mercedes Rhodes will serve. That's going to be off the arms of Ellsworth, out of bounds. As Ava just checked back into the ball game. There'll be an ace for Rhodes. Mercedes Rhodes, that is, as that's the second ace of the ball game for the Tigers. Darlene Peterson will dig it out. They go back to Peterson as that's pushed over. Good hustle there from Wilson to keep it alive. Argyle's just going to have to play it over safely. They find Fabrizio in the back row. Tigers set up the attack. It's Allred. Allred finds Wallentine. Wallentine plays it in the air as Argyle will set up in the middle of the floor. Nicely dug out there by Allred as she backpedaled. As it is Macy Rhodes. She plays it over. Dug out by Ellsworth as Peterson's attack knocks the defender on the ground. Ball over in one hit. Set up on a tee for Ellie Argyle. She buries it in the back right corner from her middle blocker position. 16-11 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Rebels with a lead by 5, sending Darlene Peterson to the service line. Peterson attacks from her left wing side, off the arms of Fabrizio, straight up into the air. They go right wing attack for Mercedes Rhodes as Argyle as that attack goes off Ava Ellsworth. Out of bounds, point for the Tigers as Ellsworth had to dive to her right to get that ball. Macy Rhodes will serve for the Tigers. Her serve finds the hands of Darlene Peterson as they go to Violet Taylor on the left wing. That is blocked down at the front of the net. Falls on the side of the Tigers. The Rebels pick up the point, and Taylor picks up her fourth. Bear Lake Realty killed the ball game. Checked into the ball game for Janie Wallenstein, number 41, Hannah Scott. As Ellie Argyle will serve. That's dug out by Allred. They're going to go back to Allred. Her 10-foot line attack will find the arms of Argyle as Ellsworth, or that hits the net. That's a tough break for the Rebels there, as there's no mesh there in front of where Ellsworth was going to be able to play that ball, but it hit the wire that connects the net to the bleachers. Ball falls away. That's out of bounds. Rebels will have to return this serve. As they do, Violet Taylor, her attack is going to be played by Rhodes as Macy Rhodes plays it. Mercedes Rhodes tries to dig it out from under the net. Instead, she hits Hannah Scott in the stomach. That'll be a point for the Rebels. 18-13 on the Station on Main scoreboard as Casey Wilson serves. Diving effort there from Thomas to keep the ball alive for the Tigers. They're able to play it safely over. Good effort there from Thomas. Rebels set up the attack. They go to Violet Taylor on the left wing. Violet Taylor's attempt blocked at the front of the net by Bagley. Hannah Scott will try off the arms of Mercedes Rhodes, out of bounds across the back line as Mercedes Rhodes had to dive to her right to get her hands onto that ball. It falls to the floor as Hannah Scott picks up a Bear Lake Realty kill. That is her first of the ball game. As Casey Wilson will serve again. That serve's going to go out of bounds long. Rebels have done a much better job in the second set serving the ball, as I believe that is only their second service error of the set. As Cheyenne Jensen, right off the bench, will go right to the server's line, and that is out of bounds on the right wing sideline. That was very, very close though for Jensen. That serve had a lot of curve on it, as it looked like it had some sideways spin. 20-14 on the Station on Main scoreboard as Violet Taylor will serve, and that ball is out of bounds as we have 3 straight service errors. I don't really know about those last two. Those last two look in, but we're way up here. We can't really tell. We'll have to trust the judgment of the flag judge as the Rebels dig out the serve, and Darlene Peterson's attack goes into the net. 20-16, the Rebels with the lead on the Station on Main scoreboard. As Allred will serve, finds the arms of Argyle in the back row. It's pushed over where Darlene Peterson's able to do a dump set that finds the back row of the Tigers. Tigers are able to play it over safely. They set up Peterson on the left wing. Peterson's attempt off the arms. Yep, off the arms and on the side of the net of the Tigers. The way the Tigers reacted, it looked like I thought they were going to get the point. Instead, Darlene Peterson gets her 6th Bear Lake Realty kill, as Mercedes Rhodes is able to play it to the middle where Fabrizio attacks, diving effort from Wilson, keeps it alive. Argyle will attack from the 10-foot line as that is in. What a shot there from Ellie Argyle. 3 Tigers were around the ball, but she finds the sideline as that ball couldn't have been any closer to the inbounds line without going out of bounds. Ellie Argyle picks up the Bear Lake Realty kill as Scott serves it. Tigers attack from the left wing. They find Violet Taylor. And they go to Peterson. Peterson's attempt off the arms of Thomas, out of bounds. Darlene Peterson with her 7th Bear Lake Realty kill. 23-16 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Hannah Scott serves for the Rebels as Allred digs it out. They go to Fabrizio, middle of the floor. Her attack too long, out of bounds, as she tried from the middle of the floor to find the right wing corner. Just goes a little bit too long. 24-16, Hannah Scott has set point in her hands. Nice serve there by Scott as they go Fabrizio, middle of the floor. Too long, out of bounds again. This time Fabrizio tries to find the left wing corner, and that'll do it for us here in the LSR Refrigerated second set. 25-16, Rebels with the lead. Before we go to commercial break, we're going to go to the fan cam. As, of course, we can't have the game on. Our fans are across the way, so if we were to try to get them on, we get the coverage of the game, and then that is also some rights we don't have. But the Bear Lake fan cam, or the Gare Bear fan cam, is brought to you by Bear Lake Realty and broker Gary McKee in Garden City. Your home and real estate investment experts, beachfront property, a mountain retreat, year-round living or investment properties. Whatever you're looking for, the real estate experts at Bear Lake Realty can help you find it. Visit bearlakerealty.com today.
When you drive on the best tires that are rotated, balanced, and inflated properly, you can save money 2 ways. The best tires can reduce wear and tear on your vehicle. That saves you money in the long run. The best tires can also improve your overall miles per gallon. That helps you save every time to fill up at the pump. At Freeway Tire in Evanston, we offer the best tires with the best service for every vehicle. Make sure you're running on the best tires you can. Visit Freeway Tire today, 217 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
This presentation on mylocalradio.com is also brought to you in part by Hoover Chiropractic. With over 3 decades of experience, Dr. Todd Hoover can help you with all the chiropractic work you need, plus x-rays, blood work, a weight loss program, and can help you get rid of allergies and migraines. Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic in Evanston.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. We're in the Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rebels Volleyball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. We're heading into the Rich County Government third set. As Darlene Peterson will serve. We are tied 1-1 here at the Sevier Valley Center as we're awaiting final instructions from the official. As Peterson will get us underway, she finds Fabrizio in the back row. The Tigers play it over as Ellsworth gets the dig. Violet Taylor on the left wing. That is tipped at the front of the net. Good block there from Mercedes Rhodes. That's going to give the point to the Tigers to start here in the Rich County Government third set. As Mercedes Rhodes gets the block, now she'll serve. Dug out nicely by the Rebels. They attack, diving up from Fabrizio. No avail as the Tigers are able to get their arms to it a couple times. Ball falls in as Violet Taylor attacked from the left wing. As Ellie Argyle will step to the service line, she will be the server to get us back into play. We're tied 1-1 here in the Rich County Government third set. Attempt from number 11, that's Macy Rhodes. It's going to be off the arms of Violet Taylor, out of bounds on the Tigers side of the floor. 2-1. Tigers with the lead over the Rebels here in the third set. That serve is dug out by Peterson as it goes off her arms into the bleachers. 3-1 Tigers here early in set number 3. As we update the station on main scoreboard to say to set 3. As it'll be Macy Rhodes coming off an ace that last serve. She steps back to the line. This time Violet Taylor digs it out. They go back to her on the left wing. She attacks off the front line of the Tigers. Hannah Scott will attack from the middle of the floor as her attack goes out of bounds long. 4-1 Tigers here to start the third set. They're on a 4-0 run after the Rebels pick up the first point. Macy Rhodes will serve. Her serve finds the arms of Violet Taylor. They set up Hannah Scott, the middle of the floor. The ball actually went over the net. Scott got a block there as the Tigers are going to have to bump it over. Ellsworth with the Town of Woodruff dig. Violet Taylor will attack from the left wing, pushes it over, finds the arms of Allred. Allred will attack from the 10-foot line for the Tigers. She finds the back left corner. What an attack there. 5-1 Tigers. Rebels need to stop the bleeding here as they're on the wrong side of a 5-0 run as Macy Rhodes will serve. Ball's off, Violet Taylor. Casey Wilson does a good job chasing it down. Rebels are able to play it over. Tigers on the attack. They go to the left wing for Allred. Allred finds the hardwood, 6-1. And we're going to get a T7 propane timeout from head coach Wendy Lamborn. Listen to Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels Volleyball on 98.3 FM and online, mylocalradio.com.
Every person added together makes a community great. Rich County, Utah is filled with individuals that are kind, hardworking, and filled with integrity. We're proud of our children and understand that they have the capacity to make the world a better place. Showing support for every student at Rich High School fosters a healthy community. The Rich County Commissioners, clerk, and citizens of our community say good luck to the Rich Rebels today and every day. Go Rebels!
back to Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. We have a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rebels Volleyball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. Tabiona Tigers up 6-1 here in the Rich County Government third set, as Macy Rhodes has been the architect at the service stripe for all 6 points here in the set. Or 5 of the 6 points after they got the point on a return. Her serve dug out by Ellie Argyle. They go to Violet Taylor. Her left wing attack tipped at the front of the net, dug out. The Tigers defense has been very good here in the third set. They're going to have to bump it over to Ellsworth. Rebels set up the attack with Taylor. That's blocked at the front of the net. Good block there from Bagley. They go to Hannah Scott, middle of the floor. She pushes it over, finds the hardwood. Nice play there from Hannah Scott as she goes middle of the floor to the right wing. Rebels needed that desperately. 6-2 on the Station on Main scoreboard. As Casey Wilson will step to the line. Nia Jolly checks back into the ballgame for Ellsworth. Wilson serves it over the net, finds Fabrizio. As they go left wing attack to all red. That's going to be off the arms of Scott, out of bounds. Just couldn't quite keep it in bounds. As there's now 7-3 on the Station on Main scoreboard. That serve over the net finds Peterson. Rebels set up with Violet Taylor from the left wing. She tries to find the back right corner, dug out by the Tigers. They go to Bagley, diving effort from Argyle to keep that alive. As Taylor will attack from the left wing, off the arms, out of bounds, off of the stand actually. As the Rebels will pick that point up, Violet Taylor gets a Bear Lake Realty kill. That is her 5th of the ball game. Hannah Scott picked up her 2nd kill that last rally, as it is 7-3 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Rebels go to Peterson on the attack. Peterson down the sideline, just out of bounds. As Darlene Peterson attack from the left wing. They're actually going to get a deflection out of bounds, as the point will go to the Rebels as Darlene Peterson picks up the kill. As Hannah Scott's there to play the service return, as it goes back to Peterson. They set up Peterson on a platter. She obliges, buries that ball from the middle of the floor, right in between all 6 defenders. As Peterson gets back-to-back Bear Lake Realty kills, give her 9 in the ball game. 7-5 on the Station on Main scoreboard. It's Casey Wilson, Violet Taylor steps to the line. As Macy Rhodes digs it out, a battle at the net, won by the Tigers, out of bounds. 8-5 on the Station on Main scoreboard here in the Rich County Government third set. Cheyenne Jensen checks back into the game. She'll go to the service line. Jensen approaches. That ball is going to go out of bounds. I think she hit the side of the ball. Goes 8-6. Jensen has a little bit of a curve on her serve, I should say. Almost, if you were to compare it to anything, it's almost like a two-seam fastball in baseball where it tails to the right as the Rebels play it over. It's Fabrizio on the attack. Nicely dug out there by Scott with a diving effort. Fabrizio will attack from the 10-foot line. That's going to go out of bounds long as she nearly hits Mrs. Wallenstein taking photos on the back row as she's up against the bleachers. 8-7 on the Station on Main scoreboard now as Hannah Scott will serve. All red. She'll attack from the right wing. That goes out of bounds as well. 3 straight hitting errors against the Tigers have brought the Rebels right back into this ball game as Hannah Scott will serve. Fabrizio gets the dig, and the Tigers are just going to have to bump it over where the Rebels can set up the attack. They do. Peterson on the left wing, off of the arms of a Tabiona Tigers player, as that was all red. I think that actually caught her in the face. I hope she's all right, as Peterson blasted that ball. We get a T7 propane timeout called by the Tigers. Listen to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rebels Volleyball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. We'll be right back after this.
Every person added together makes a community great. Rich County, Utah is filled with individuals that are kind, hardworking, and filled with integrity. We're proud of our children and understand that they have the capacity to make the world a better place. Showing support for every student at Rich High School fosters a healthy community. The Rich County Commissioners, clerk, and citizens of our community say good luck to the Rich Rebels today and every day. Go Rebels!
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. We're in the middle of a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels Volleyball on 98.3 and online at mylocalradio.com. Thankfully, All Red is back on the floor as Peterson's spike was a rocket, and I think it bumped off her arms and hit her in the face as the Tigers return the serve. Rebels look to set up the attack. They go back to Peterson. Peterson off the arms of Allred. Allred, good defense there. Not gun shy after getting hit. Nia Jolly tries a dump set. No avail. Allred will attack off the front of the net. Peterson digs it out. Good defense there from Peterson as Argyle will safely bump it over. Tigers set up the attack. They go to Allred on the left wing. Allred's attack deflected at the front of the net. Hannah Scott digs it out. Peterson from the left wing. She finds the hardwood on the back right corner. Good shot there from Darlene Peterson, and she now has 11 Bear Lake Realty kills. When you need your best player to show up, Darlene Peterson has definitely shown up. 10-8 on the station on main scoreboard as Hannah Scott serves, finds Fabrizio. Fabrizio will attack. That'll be blocked by Ellie Argyle gets the block as Argyle picks up her third Epic Recreation block of the game. And Ellie Argyle has consistently gotten better from that middle blocker position, blocking plays at the net. She has 3 Epic Recreation blocks in this game. Mercedes Rhodes will attack for the Tigers. Rebels go to Peterson. Peterson tips it over with the changeup, nicely dug out by Jensen. Dump set there for Mercedes Rhodes to no avail as the Rebels do a good job just to return that ball. Rhodes tries to attack off the top of the net. Casey Wilson gets under it. As we get a battle at the net, we're going to get, I believe, into the net called. I saw a 0, so I believe it's going to be against the Rebels, and it is against Ellie Argyle. As Argyle prepared to battle at the top of the jump, she clipped the net on the way up. Rebels with an 11-9 lead on the station on main scoreboard as they return the serve. Argyle with the kill there after she hits it from the right wing off the arms of Jensen. Deflects off her arms behind her, out of bounds. Ellie Argyle had to run a long way to get that Bear Lake Realty kill. She makes the run pay off with her 5th kill to go along with her 3 blocks. Nia Jolly will serve for the Rebels. Jolly serve dug out by Thomas. Tigers go to Fabrizio, who will just bump it over as the Rebels will set up an attack. Peterson on the left wing. She unloads off the arms of the front line, out of bounds to the right wing side. As I believe it was Mercedes Rhodes who almost got her arms to it. 13-9 on the station on main scoreboard. Give Peterson her 12th Bear Lake Realty kill. I'm running out of room on my stat sheet. As Nia Jolly will serve for the Rebels. Dug out by Allred. They go to the middle of the floor for Fabrizio. Diving effort from Wallenstein to keep it alive. Just out of bounds as it goes over the net. As that ball lands about 6 inches out of bounds. Heck of an effort there from Janie Wallenstein. As that ball was in between all 6 defenders. She got her arms to it, played it over the net. Just couldn't quite keep it in bounds. That would have been an epic kill if it stayed in. As the serve goes over the net, Taylor is unable to get to it. 13-11 on the station on main scoreboard. And the Rebels' service defense has to be better as Fabrizio will step back to the line. That is the 6th ace of the night for the Tigers. As we get a little bit of official timeout as Ellie Argyle ties her shoe. 13-11 on the station on main scoreboard. Rebels with a 2-point lead in the 3rd set. Brought to you by Rich County Government. Played over, nicely played over by Ellie Argyle. She'll get a kill on a diving effort to keep that ball alive. That is number 6 for Argyle. 14-11 on the station on main scoreboard. As Darlene Peterson will serve from the right wing. Goes cross court. Dug out by Allred. That goes over the net. Rebels on the attack. Violet Taylor tips it over. Finds the hardwood as she tipped it over the 3 defenders in front of her and right in front of Fabrizio. Down the left wing sideline. 15-11 on the station on main scoreboard. Nice attack there from Violet Taylor as Peterson, her serve goes into the net. 15-12 on the station on main scoreboard. We are tied 1-1 here in the Rich County Government 3rd set. Mercedes Rhodes will serve for the Tigers. Peterson digs it out. They go to Argyle, middle of the floor attack. That's off the net. No, they call that a block for the Tigers. As the play continues, Tigers go to Allred for the attack. No good. Here comes Violet Taylor's attack on the left wing, dug out by Mercedes Rhodes. Tigers are going to have to plump it over as Janie Wallenstein gets a Town of Woodruff jig. They go to Taylor on the attack, just a bit too long as that goes out of bounds. Couple inches away from hitting the back line, also a couple inches away from hitting the Tigers defender. As it will be Mercedes Rhodes to get us back into play with the serve. They go to Argyle on the right wing. Argyle throws the changeup as I think she didn't quite get all of that ball. Works, though, as it goes over the front line in front of the back line. Ellie Argyle picks up the kill. She'll also serve. That kill is brought to you by Bear Lake Realty. That's Argyle's 7th of the ball game as Argyle steps to the service line. And you might as well give her a Crawford Troth ace because she's doing everything today as that serve is off the front line, goes backwards to the bleachers. Rebels lead 17-13 on the station on main scoreboard as I shortchange them. We got a T7 Propane timeout called by the Tigers bench and head coach Kaylee DeFay. You listen to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels Volleyball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. We want to thank you for joining us today. We are in the middle of a semifinals matchup between two region opponents in the Rich Rebels and the Tabiona Tigers. These teams know each other really well, and when you're in a game like this, you want your seniors to come out and play well. And boy, have the Rebel seniors played very well so far today. As Peterson, she has 12 Bear Lake Realty kills, 1 block from Epic Recreation. And Ellie Argyle has 7 kills, 3 blocks, as she's been very good as well. Interesting little tidbit there. During the timeout, Danelle Wasden was talking with Ava Ellsworth, and they literally ran out to the floor to do some on-the-spot coaching, and you love to see that here in one of the biggest moments of your season. Head coach or assistant coach Danelle Wasden stepping up and showing some instructions instead of just saying them. She actually shows what she wants, and we'll see how that pays off as they go to Violet Taylor after the Tigers return the serve. Tigers get the attack. It's going to be Macy Rhodes over the net, dug out by Peterson. Taylor on the left wing, tips it, blocked at the front of the net by Bagley. As here comes Hannah Scott from the middle of the floor. Blocked again at the front of the net. This time I think it was Thomas as Hannah Scott's going to bump it over with some arc. Can't block it when it touches the ceiling. Here comes the Tigers attack. Bagley on the right wing. Ellie Argyle with the Town of Woodruff dig. Goes over the net. Casey Wilson wins the battle at the net. Casey Wilson is 5'4". Let's remember that. She picks up a kill. Bear Lake Realty kill for Casey Wilson. Her first of the contest. As we've talked about it a couple times, especially me and Lex Cornea. Casey Wilson has really good hops. They kind of sneak up on you, and they snuck up on the Tigers there as two Tigers run into each other on the return. But Thomas is able to play it over. Rebels set up the attack. Violet Taylor on the left wing, down the left wing sideline, hits the back corner. It is good. 18-13. Violet Taylor with her 6th Bear Lake Realty kill of the game. 3 Rebels with more than 6 kills, spreading the wealth. Hannah Scott with 2 as well. Casey Wilson with 1. As the serve goes over the net, here comes the Tigers attack. As Ellie Argyle plays some dodgeball as that attack goes long from Macy Rhodes, as Argyle wanted to play that as she hops, skips, and steps out of the way. 20-13 on the station on main scoreboard as I got to update that. I'm falling behind. Argyle serve dug out by the Tigers. They play it over. Here comes the attack. Violet Taylor from the left wing, just out of bounds. The roof would have blown off this place, at least in the broadcast booths. That would have hit the back corner. 20-14 on the station on main scoreboard as Macy Rhodes steps to the line. She'll serve. Darlene Peterson digs it out. They go to Hannah Scott, middle of the floor. Tries to find the back corner. That looked good from my position. Ball drifts a little bit further out of bounds by about a foot. I thought she had it just a little too strong. 20-15 on the station on main scoreboard as Macy Rhodes will serve again. Darlene Peterson digs it out. They go to Scott, middle of the floor, tries it again. That is deflected by the front row, down into the net on the Tiger side of the floor. Hannah Scott with a Bear Lake Realty kill, her 3rd of the ballgame. As checking into the ballgame for the Rebels, number 4, Nia Jolly. She replaces Ellsworth as Casey Wilson's serve goes into the net. 21-16 on the station on main scoreboard. Rebels will look to defend Taylor Thomas's serve as she will step to the line. Lets it go. Nice dig there from Violet Taylor. They're going to go back to Taylor as she attacks on the left wing. Off the defender, into the antenna. Rebels will pick up the point. Taylor will pick up the kill. Her 7th of the ball game as Violet Taylor attacked from the left wing. I believe it was Bagley who got her hands on it, but after she got her hands on it, it deflects into the antenna. That's out of bounds. Rebels will serve with Violet Taylor, dug out by Macy Rhodes. They go to Fabrizio on the left wing. That is out of bounds as it goes off the antenna again. Back-to-back plays for the Tigers off the antenna. It's a game of inches, folks. Those antennas aren't very big, but they found a way to clip them a couple times as Violet Taylor will serve 23-16. Rebels with the lead. They go to Fabrizio on the left wing. Nicely read there from Casey Wilson as she digs it out. They go to Peterson. Peterson deflected at the front of the net Out of bounds. Darlene Peterson with another Bear Lake Realty kill, her 13th of the ball game. Lucky number 13 if you're superstitious. And the Rebels have set point in their hand with Violet Taylor. She lets it go, dug out by Macy Rhodes. Middle of the floor attack. It's going to be a miscommunication between the Tigers. That ball is going to fall right in front of three of them as the Rebels come back and they win 2 straight sets, take a 2-1 lead. They win this set 25-16 in the Rich County Government third set. You listen to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels Volleyball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
As one of the region's most visited websites, mylocalradio.com is here to serve you. Catch up on local and regional news and information. Buy, sell, or trade your good used items on the radio classifieds. Check the weather forecast or catch our live coverage of your high school teams in action, all on mylocalradio.com. Like us on Facebook so you never miss a giveaway, and visit mylocalradio.com today to stream it all live.
Nothing makes your kid feel like a superstar more than seeing his or her very own Fathead in the stands. Fathead car decals and yard signs are inexpensive and easy to get at Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. Whether it's for the big game or to cheer on the high school band, our children make us proud in so many ways. Show your pride today. Go Rebels! West Star Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign, 243 7th Street, Evanston.
Hello, this is Dr. McKay Frankham. As a dentist in Evanston for over 20 years now, my mission has always been to provide quality dental care for people of all ages at reasonable prices. I'm a detail-oriented person, and it's important to me to stay current on new dental procedures and protocols that can help my patients have the best experience and have the best results. Over the years, I've also worked to keep my overhead low so that I can pass those savings on to my patients. I believe everyone deserves quality dental care. Please call us today at 307-789-8910.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. We're in the middle of the Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels Volleyball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. Win a set, go to the state championship. That's the situation the Rebels are in. They lead 2-1 on the Station on Main scoreboard as we approach the LSR refrigerated fourth set. As this is new territory for the Rebels. They have not played in a fourth set in 1A volleyball. In fact, they lost the first set today. That is the first set of volleyball that the Rebels have lost in 1A against a 1A opponent. A very impressive run so far, and I think that set kind of woke the Rebels up as they come back to win the next 2 sets, 25-16, 25-16, as they drop the first one, 25-22. As the Rebels hit the floor, Tigers aren't too far behind them. We got 15 seconds to go in the intermission between sets. We're getting some final instructions from the referees. It'll be Mercedes Rhodes to get us going here in the fourth set. As if you're the Rebels, you got to stay focused. When the Rebels stop making those little mistakes that they made in the first set, in the second and third set is when they started to really play their game. But in the first set, they kind of shot themselves in the foot quite a bit. But they're able to overcome it in sets 2 and 3. As Mercedes Rhodes gets us underway in the fourth set, and it's going to start with the Rebels returning it to the net, and I believe that was Macy Rhodes that kills it as the Rebels' first pass of the fourth set is errant. Tigers with the lead, 1-0 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Rebels dig out the serve, go to Peterson. Peterson tries down the left wing line, out of bounds, 2-0 Tigers. Once again, if you joined us late in the third set, the Rebels were down 6-1 to come from behind. As Mercedes Rhodes will serve, dug out by Violet Taylor. Ellie Argyles is going to safely play it over the net, where Fabrizio plays it in the back right corner. The Tigers go to Macy Rhodes as her attack goes into the net. Rebels pick up the point on the hitting error. That'll bring Darlene Peterson to the service line. Rebels trail 2-1 here in the LSR refrigerated fourth set. As Peterson, her serve, finds Fabrizio. As they go right wing side for Macy Rhodes. Nicely dug out there in the back row by Peterson. Argyle will attack from the middle of the floor. Finds the back right corner. Ellie Argyle continues her very good contest.
Can we give you an interview for a second?
Dude, I'm on the radio, man. What are you doing? Sorry. As Peterson's serve goes into the net. As we get back to it, as the Rebels dig the serve out, Argyle tries a backhanded hit over the net, nicely dug out by the Tigers. A good attack there from Allred. Finds the hardwood as we missed a point there as the Tigers are up 4-2. We had a little bit of a distraction as someone came and put a towel in my face as I was talking. Macy Rhodes serves again for the Tigers, and she's been at the line when the Tigers have done most of their damage as a Violet Taylor attack is blocked to the front of the net. Argyle attacks in the middle of the floor. As the Tigers are able to play it, they go to Fabrizio on the far side. Her left wing attack off the arms of the Rebels, out of bounds. 5-2 on the Station on Main scoreboard. As Rhodes, her attempt is dug out under the net by the Rebels. 6-2 on the Station on Main scoreboard. If you're the Rebels, this is kind of deja vu, except we have one extra point. We're going to get a T7 Propane timeout called by Wendy Lamborn. You listen to the Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel Volleyball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
Every person added together makes a community great. Rich County, Utah is filled with individuals that are kind, hardworking, and filled with integrity. We're proud of our children and understand that they have the capacity to make the world a better place. Showing support for every student at Rich High School fosters a healthy community. The Rich County Commissioners, clerk, and citizens of our community say good luck to the Rich Rebels today and every day. Go Rebels!
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. Remember, the Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rebels Volleyball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. Rebels trail 6-2 on the Station on Main scoreboard, which is kind of a similar situation where they were in the Rich County Government third set. They came back to win that set 25-16, but they need to start now as Rhodes will step back to the service line. Darlene Peterson, the town of Woodruff dig. They go to Violet Taylor on the left wing. Taylor, her attack bumped over the net. Nicely dug out there by the Tigers. They play it over. Argyle with the dig, as Violet Taylor's left wing attack will go out of bounds long as it goes across the back line. As it'll be the Tigers to serve again. Argyle digs it out, pushed over by Ellsworth. They go back to Argyle. Argyle's attack off the front line of the Tigers falls to the floor. Ellie Argyle gets another kill. That is her 8th of the ball game. 7-3 on the Station on Main scoreboard. As that serve goes over the net by Argyle, as Fabrizio will bump it over the net. Rebels play it back. Taylor on the left wing. That's deflected at the front of the net. Rebels are able to keep it in the air. Wilson, battle at the net. She wins that battle over on the Tiger side. It's going to be Allred to play it over. Rebels look to set up the attack. Wilson with a dump set. That's going to find the... No, it doesn't. What an effort there from Fabrizio. Keeps that ball alive. Rebels get the ball back. They'll be on the attack as Taylor pushes it over. Another diving effort from the Tigers. Keeps it alive. Rebels push it back over. Tigers now on the offense. They go middle of the floor, and we're going to get... I think the whistle blew, and that's why the players stop. I think they're going to call a lift against the Tigers. 7-4 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Great defense there from the Tigers. Unfortunately, it doesn't pay off for them as Argyle, her serve touches the top of the net, is over. Allred bumps it over. Ellsworth gets the dig. They go to Taylor on the left wing side. Nice attack there. Good effort from Macy Rhodes to keep it alive. The whistle blows as it looks like they're going to call into the net against the Tigers. As Argyle, her serve over the net, finds Fabrizio. As that serve is dug out by Allred. They go back to Allred on the left wing side. Her attack finds the hardwood in the back left corner. 8-5 on the Station on Main scoreboard as we readjust the scoreboard. Taylor Thomas will serve. Violet Taylor attacks. Tigers with the dig. They go to Allred on the left wing side. Nicely dug out by the Rebels defense. Violet Taylor on the left wing. She'll attack off the arms of Thomas. Tigers. They push it to the left side. Off the tape. That's going to fall as Thomas barely got enough of that ball to get it over. She does. It falls. 9-5 on the Station on Main scoreboard as it is getting crowded over here in the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. Tigers with the serve. They do so. That's going to be out of bounds. Service error gives the ball back to the Rebels. They earn a point. Casey Wilson serves. Ball goes over the net. It is blocked in the front of the net by Hannah Scott. Falls to the floor. Hannah Scott with an epic recreation block. Gets the Rebels a point. 9-7 on the Station on Main scoreboard as they try to come back. As Casey Wilson, her serve. Dug out by the Tigers. They play it over. Rebels on the attack. Hannah Scott lobs it over the front line in front of the back line. 9-8 on the Station on Main scoreboard as Scott attacked from the middle of the floor. She now has 4 Bear Lake Realty kills. She finds the 10-foot line on the other side. Rebels with the lead. Rebels with the serve. Ball goes over. Tigers play it back. Rebels now have the ball. Nia Jolly pushes it over. Tigers set up the attack from the left wing. That's going to be attack from Allred off the arms of Wilson, out of bounds. 10-8 on the Station on Main scoreboard. As Jensen, her serve is going to go out of bounds as the Rebels pick up the point. It is 10-9 on the Station on Main scoreboard as Violet Taylor approaches the service line. Taylor lets the serve go over the net. Diving up for Fabrizio. Is able to keep it alive. Jensen plays it to Mercedes Rhodes, who has to backpedal and hit it. Good serve there from Violet Taylor. Kind of put the Tabiona Tigers in a little bit of a bind as they had to dive, rush over and play it. And they tried to play it backwards. It goes too long out of bounds on the right wing side. Rebels will serve Taylor. They go to Allred on the right wing. Dug out by Wilson. Peterson's going to run along the net, punch it over. Good defense there from the Tigers. The Tigers attack. They find Violet Taylor. Rebels set up the offense. It's Peterson. Her attack to the back line finds the arms of Thomas in the middle of the floor. Tigers now on the attack. They go middle of the floor. Fabrizio dug out by the Rebels. Hannah Scott will attack from the middle of the floor. Good effort there from the Tigers to keep it alive. They're going to call a violation, as it's hard to hear the whistle because we got 4 games going on, and the crowd on the floor next to us, they are roaring as it's 11-10 as the Rebels pick up a point on the double hit. Taylor serves. They go to Mercedes Rhodes off the top of the net. A couple times here in the third set where the Tigers have attacked, where the ball could have fallen either way as it falls on the side of the Rebels this time. That's 2 attacks now that have hit the top of the net and fallen. Rebels have gotten that a couple times too as well. As they serve, Rebels on the attack. Peterson off the arms, out of bounds, as number 12, Allred, goes for a diving effort to keep the ball alive. Hits her arms into the sideline net as Peterson picks up her, that's 14th kill. Rebels serve it with Hannah Scott. As it's pushed over the net, Peterson will attack off the front line. Diving effort from Macy Rhodes keeps it alive. Tigers will bump it over safely where the Rebels, they're now on the attack. They go to Peterson on the left wing, and that is going to find the hardwood in the left wing corner as Peterson goes down the sideline for another Bear Lake Realty kill. That's her 15th of the ball game. 13-11 on the Station on Main scoreboard. We're going to get a T7 Propane timeout. You listen to Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels Volleyball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
Every person added together makes a community great. Rich County, Utah is filled with individuals that are kind, hardworking, and filled with integrity. We're proud of our children and understand that they have the capacity to make the world a better place. Showing support for every student at Rich High School fosters a healthy community. The Rich County Commissioners, clerk, and citizens of our community say good luck to the Rich Rebels today and every day. Go Rebels!
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. Middle of Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels Volleyball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. Hannah Scott will serve for the Rebels. They lead 13-11 on the Station on Main scoreboard. 2-1 as well as Scott waits on the final whistle. She gets the whistle, will approach. That serve is dug out by Allred. They go middle of the floor for Fabrizio. Her attack into the net, off the arms of Mercedes Rhodes. That is 4 hits on the Tigers. 14-11 on the Station on Main scoreboard as Hannah Scott will serve. That serve is dug out by Thomas. They go to Macy Rhodes on the left wing side, deflected in the air by Jolly. as Casey Wilson's able to get under the ball and push it over. Tigers set up the attack with Fabrizio. Out of bounds, long across the back line. 15-11. Rebels now lead on the Station on Main scoreboard as they are in the middle of a 6-0 run, trailing 11-9 at one point as Hannah Scott serves. Dug out by Allred. They go to Macy Rhodes as that finds the line, as that was a good attack there from Rhodes. Just pushed it over the blockers. That ball is inbounds as it lands on the line. 15-12. That's a good attack from Rhodes as Fabrizio steps to the line. She lets a serve go, dug out by Hannah Scott. They go to Peterson on the left wing side. Peterson finds the arms of Fabrizio. Good dig there from Fabrizio. Diving effort to keep it alive. Falling backwards while hitting the ball is Macy Rhodes, and she's unable to keep it in bounds as it goes off the side of her hands over the net and out of bounds on the left wing sideline. Rebels pick up the point. They lead 16-12. Nia Jolly will serve. Finds the other four on that side, Fabrizio. As they try a dump set, blocked by Darlene Peterson to the floor. Darlene Peterson with her second Epic Recreation block of the ball game. She snuffed that play out from the get-go. Was able to get her hand on it. Plays it over the net on the left wing side. Tigers unable to get to it. 17-12 on the Station on Main scoreboard as Nia Jolly serves. As that ball is going to be just about a foot out of bounds across the back line. Jolly went from the right wing, tried to find the left wing corner cross court. A little too strong. That'll bring Mercedes Rhodes to the service line as Ava Ellsworth checks in for Jolly. Rhodes will serve, dug out by Ellsworth. Wallentyne plays it back to the middle where Casey Wilson's able to bump it over. Tigers set up the attack. They go to Bagley on the right wing. Punched over by Argyle, just out of bounds though as Argyle nearly got her hands to that for a block. 17-14 on the Station on Main scoreboard as Rhodes serves again. This time Peterson digs it out. They're going to go to Argyle, middle of the floor, 10-foot line attack played by Fabrizio. Tigers look to set up the offense. Their 10-foot line attack from Macy Rhodes finds Violet Taylor in the back row as the Rebels go to Peterson on the left wing. Peterson pushes it over, dug out by the Tigers. Rhodes will approach an attack off the arms of Ellsworth. Casey Wilson chases it down as they're able to play it over. Good defense there from the Rebels. As here comes an attack from the middle of the floor from Thomas. Deflected at the front of the net. Wallentyne gets her arms to it. Violet Taylor chases it down. Played over again. Good defense here from the Rebels here in this service. As here comes another attack from Macy Rhodes. This time it finds Wallentyne. Rebels now could set up the attack with Peterson. Peterson blocked. Argyle keeps it alive. Out over the net and out of bounds. As that was a relentless attack there from the Tigers. As Argyle nearly got her arms to it. 17-15 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Rebels with a 2-1 lead here in the LSR Refrigerated 4 set as we're going to get a timeout as the ball nearly rolled onto the floor. Good hustle there from the flag judge to keep it off the floor as the Tigers serve it over. Here come the Rebels. It's Darlene Peterson with a backhand push. She finds the hardwood. That ball didn't go 2 feet further than the net. Good touch there from Darlene Peterson as she picks up her 16th Bear Lake Realty kill. She gets the kill. Now she'll serve. As it's off the arms of Fabrizio and give Darlene Peterson a Crawford Trot ace as the third ace of the ball game for the Rebels. They now lead 19-15 on the Station on Main scoreboard. These next 6 points are going to be the hardest points to get because you got to remember Tabiona is fighting for their life right here as Peterson serve finds Allred. The Tigers, they're going to have to bump it over. Rebels look to set up the attack. Wallentyne of the Town of Woodruff dig. They go to Argyle on the right wing. Argyle off the front row and out of bounds as Argyle's attack from the right wing hits the middle blocker. I believe that was Macy Rhodes. It deflects off her hands, goes straight left, out of bounds. We're going to get a T7 propane timeout called by head coach Kaylee DeFay. You're listening to Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels Volleyball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. We're going to stay here through this timeout as if you are awaiting the North Summit volleyball game, they are currently warming up right now while the Rebels are still playing. If we have to, we will join that game in progress. It'll be on the North Summit stream. But as it stands here, the Rebels 20-15 on the Station on Main scoreboard. 5 more points, and they are in the state championship game in 1A. But these 5 points are not going to be easy to get. You have to remember, the Tigers, they're fighting for their lives. They came here wanting to win a state title too. You don't come here unless you want to win a state title. And the Tigers, they are fighting for their lives. These last 5 points for the Rebels, they are going to be tough. As this has been a very, very tough game for the Tigers. As Peterson will get us going. after the timeout. Peterson approaches the line. Serve over the net, dug out by Fabrizio. It's going to be bumped over by Thomas. Rebels look to set up the attack. They go to Taylor. Taylor pushes it over. Good effort from Fabrizio to keep it alive. Another good effort from Thomas to get underneath the ball. Tigers safely played over the net. Rebels on the attack. Argyle from the middle of the floor. Blocked by the front line. I believe that was Thomas who got her arms to it. 20-16 on the Station on Main scoreboard. As heck of an effort there from Fabrizio and Thomas as they had to trek across the court to be able to get underneath the ball, keep it alive. As it's Macy Rhodes to serve. Argyle is going to get an attack attempt off the side of her hand, out of bounds. She tried a little too finesse there as it's almost like if you were going to say it was like a backhander with the side of her hand. She kind of just reached and scooped at it. As Rhodes serves again. Rebels on the attack. It's Taylor. This time Violet Taylor does the same thing. Diving effort in the back row from Rhodes. She gets up. Is going to have to play it over. The whistle blows as I believe they call into the net against the Tigers. As it'll be Argyle to serve for the Rebels. They lead 21-17 in the Station on Main scoreboard. That attempt is blocked to the front of the net. Nearly saved by Violet Taylor with a diving effort. As I believe that's Wilson and Argyle got their hands on it, but unable to get to the ball was Violet Taylor. Nothing the Rebels could do there as that serve dug out by Argyle, and the Rebels are unable to play it over. Don't look now. 21-19 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Tigers on the attack. I told you these last 4 points are going to be really hard. Once again, you got teams fighting for their lives here as Thomas will serve. Off the hands of Peterson, out of bounds. 21-20 as the Rebels make a mistake and allow the Tigers the opportunity to tie here. And head coach Wendy Lamborn is going to take a moment to talk about this as we're going to get T7 Propane timeout. You listen to Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels Volleyball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. Station on Main scoreboard reads 21-20 here in the LSR Refrigerated 4 set. Rebels win the set. They go to the state title.
Every person added together makes a community great. Rich County, Utah is filled with individuals that are kind, hardworking, and filled with integrity. We're proud of our children and understand that they have the capacity to make the world a better place. Showing support for every student at Rich High School fosters a healthy community. The Rich County Commissioners, clerk, and citizens of our community say good luck to the Rich Rebels today and every day. Go Rebels!
Welcome back to Les Schwab Plains Stars broadcast booth. Middle of Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rebels Volleyball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. Thomas is served, dug out by the Rebels. On the attack, Violet Taylor off the arms of the front line, out of bounds. Rebels stop the run at 4-0 as they now lead 22-20 as Nia Jolly checks back into the ball game. Patented stomp on the middle of the floor as Casey Wilson will serve. It's off the arms of Macy Thomas. They set up an attack. Fabrizio on the left wing. She just pushes it over. Casey Wilson, the Town of Woodruff dig. They go to Hannah Scott, middle of the floor attack. Nicely dug out there from Rhodes as the Tigers are going to safely bump it over. Rebels look to set up the offense. Hannah Scott's going to play it to the back left corner. What a shot there from Hannah Scott. Two-hand set to the back right corner. Gives the Rebels a 23-20 lead here in the LSR Refrigerated 4 set. They are 2 points away from a berth in the state title game as the Tigers look to set up. Fabrizio is going to have to bump it over. Rebels set up the offense. They go to Violet Taylor on the left wing. Taylor off the front line. Mercedes Rhodes gets underneath it. They're going to go to Allred. That's blocked at the front of the net by Jolly. Rebels get the ball back. Hannah Scott, her attempt is blocked as that ball goes over, and that is buried in the back left corner by Allred. Rebels had 4 players around the net. Allred from the middle of the floor finds the back left corner. As a couple of dueling blocks there, 23-21, as Lainey Bagley will step to the service line. Her serve's going to go out of bounds long, and the Rebels are 1 point away. They have the state title game in their hands right now with Violet Taylor, as Violet Taylor approaches the service line. She'll attack from the right wing. Lobs it over. Fabrizio with the dig. They go back to Fabrizio. She's going to push it over from the 10-foot line. Rebels set up the attack. They're going to Peterson, and why not? Darlene Peterson sends the Rebels to the state title game. 25-21, Darlene Peterson from the left wing, her 17th Bear Lake Realty kill of the ball game. The Rebels win this fourth set 25-21 as they're able to close it out. What a game that was, as the Rebels win 25-21. You're listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels Volleyball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. We'll be right back after this. We're actually going to go to a fan cam. The Gary Bear Fan Cam is brought to you by Bear Lake Realty and broker Gary McKee in Garden City. Your home and real estate investment experts, beachfront property, a mountain retreat, year-round living, or investment properties. Whatever you're looking for, the real estate experts at Bear Lake Realty can help you find it. Visit bearlakerealty.com. We'll be right back after this.
Signage is a critical part of your business. It helps customers find your front door. Rocky Mountain Sign will provide you with expertly designed signs, LEDs, channel letters, as well as skillfully cut signage using wood, metal, plastic, and other mediums to help your customers find you with high-quality signage. Using the best technology, designs, and installation by Rocky Mountain Sign. Your signage says a lot about your business. Work with the professionals at Rocky Mountain Sign, 243 7th Street in Evanston, Wyoming.
Whatever brings you to Evanston, whether it's high school sports, a teaching conference, music festivals, speech and debate, or your job, always book your hotel reservations at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. With 165 ground-level rooms on 10 beautiful acres, the Best Western offers everything you need, including clean, comfortable rooms, a business office, workout room, and a full-service restaurant, plus a complimentary breakfast with every stay. Whenever you're in Evanston, make your hotel reservations with your friends at the Best Western Dunmar Inn.
Time flies, especially when you're having fun. This is Jeremy Rex, manager at T-Bar S in Evanston. It's hard to believe that we've been here almost a year with our new management team and staff. Did you know that you can have your vehicle detailed, your windshield replaced, chip repair done, or get your trailer refinished or rewired at T-Bar S? Of course, we are a full-service collision repair shop, too. You can even change your oil and your brakes. Visit T-Bar S today. Let T-Bar fix your car. 515 County Road, Evanston.
Amazing people work at the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital in Montpelier. From the receptionists to the doctors, the x-ray techs to the food service staff, from the phlebotomist to housekeeping and everyone in between. The care you receive can't be matched anywhere else. We really care about your health. We care about you. We work hard to have top quality equipment and facilities and provide a wide range of services so we can serve every patient. When selecting your healthcare providers, choose Bear Lake Memorial Hospital. You'll feel the difference.
That's one of the things I love about this job, folks, is someone came over and thanked me for broadcasting all of the Rich Rebel games this year, and I don't need thanks. This is the greatest job in the world. We're going to do a quick abbreviated postgame show. I want to thank Jimmy John's and all of our postgame sponsors, especially Mountain Valley Cattle Company. We have to get to the North Summit game, which is just about to start. So I will see you in the North Summit stream if you are waiting for that. We will go to that right now. But our player of the game, Darlene Peterson, precision player of the game, Darlene Peterson's final kill to send us to the state final. What else could it be? Freaky fast recap. It is the Rebels winning 3-1, 25-16, 25-16, 25-21 after they dropped the first set 25-22. The Tabiona Tigers, they were game today. The scores do not reflect how tough this game was for the Rebels. But with that, we're going to see you at about 5:30 for the state championship game. Panguitch and Paiute are actually playing on the court where the Rebels were just playing, so we'll find out more about that when that game is done. But we'll have a live broadcast of the state title game for the Rebels. But until next time, go Rebels.